Hello, everyone. How's it going? Let me know if you can't hear me. It looks like my mic's working okay. I am really excited about checking out tonight. I've got a new game to check out. It's a little bit different. I haven't checked it out before. This is the first time I've even opened the game. Um, I've been hearing a lot of cool things about this game, and it's especially cool because it is completely free. It's a free to play game. I'm a little suspicious, but it's gotten really good reviews. Hey Joe, how's it going? It's gotten really good reviews. It is not adapted from a board game, but it is pretty much a board game in digital form. It's got cards, it's got dice, and it's an RPG. So there's some really great potential there. We're going to be checking that out in just a second. But before we get to that, I wanted to talk about a couple of updates. I am still working on my Gloomhaven campaign very slowly, but I promise I'm going to be getting there very soon. But I did want to talk a little bit about the new Gloomhaven stuff that's going on. One thing that's kind of interesting that's pretty big is that they have just cracked the mercenaries beyond the basic six. There is now a new mercenary that is a locked mercenary in the physical board game. This is a locked box that can be very spoilery. I won't mention what it is, but they do show you. So when you open the Gloomhaven box physically, you can see symbols, and you can kind of use your imagination to try to figure out what they mean. This particular symbol is how they're communicating this mercenary's identity. But if you want to check it out, you can easily get it spoiled and also play this mercenary in adventure mode. It's They even acknowledge how controversial this idea is because you're getting to play a character that's not normally playable until you actually unlock them with a um, by completing a retirement quest in the physical game. So it's kind of interesting that they're going to be releasing some of these mercenaries that you can play if you want to. I'm interested if they'll have it behind a spoiler wall in the actual game, and so I'll be checking that out soon. Hopefully, getting within the next few weeks here back into some Gloomhaven playing. But the new mercenary is updated. They've got a new mercenary on there you can play, which means a whole new set of cards, whole new set of abilities, things to check out already. And then in addition to that, they've released the modding tool with the game, so people can create new content, mod it however they want, create all kinds of really cool workshop features. I'm not exactly sure what people are going to create. Maybe they'll create their own campaigns, which would be really cool. It'll be interesting to see what exactly people will come up with for mods. I'm not a huge modder. I do play, obviously, the biggest mod game that I use is tabletop simulator mods, which of course are the actual games that you play. But other than that, I don't really check out a lot of modding. But I know that a lot of the population online is really interested in that, especially with a game as cool and modular as Gloomhaven can be. Hopefully, people can create some really cool stuff. It'll be cool to check it out. So those are the big updates that are going on with Gloomhaven. They have been doing a few things to try to keep the community interested, like having an event where you had to try to a community challenge where you had to kill 250,000 enemies, and then that would unlock a new skin for the brute. And it was, and it, oh, because it was the brute that took first place, they created new skin that is unlocked. Um, and apparently that's going to be for the Spellweaver to try to unlock. So it's kind of cool that they're keeping the community interested in that. There's also a contest they're running right now to try to write a road event, and the winner will have their road event placed into the game, which is pretty cool. I like the idea that they can obviously um, add more road events, more small little story elements to the game, just to make it a more fully fleshed out world. That's really a cool idea. I'm excited about that. So those are the big Gloomhaven updates. I'll keep you up to date on anything new. It seems like there's things happening like almost every other week as far as what they're adding. So I'm hoping very soon we'll be hearing some news about co-op getting added. I'm going to keep working on getting four characters unlocked so I can play co-op with a full complement of heroes. We'll see how that goes. It's been slow going, but I think I should have a little bit more time here in the next couple weeks to do some playing. All right, so let's get to our game for tonight. So I've opened up the card hunter, activated uh, my software, and now looking at creating an account or using an existing account. Well, I don't have an account, so I'm going to go ahead and create one. Game Face Killer. Looks like it automatically types in your Steam username. Everything has a very kind of old school D&D look. So apparently there's a gigantic terms of agreement. We'll just read that thoroughly. All right. It's going to be awesome. Let's do Greenfang's Challenge. My older brother Melvin has been telling me how great it is. Okay. Your party has survived the Undying Marshes, following the ancient map to the Gold Leaf Blade. Now approaching the blood-soaked altar of a lizard man shrine, they brace for a final assault. Begin battle. So a cool little looks like little miniatures, dice all over the place. Very cardboardy, but really kitschy but cool. Cold-eyed lizardmen pour forth to defend their temple, commanded by a skeletal apparition. Okay. Play your cards to defeat your enemies. Okay. So it looks like all of my characters, I got a dwarf, what looks like a cleric, and a mage. Right-click or press the spacebar on cards to see what they do. Okay. So I can chop. I'm assuming melee I have to... yeah, what's cool is they highlight exactly where you can hit. Shield block. Block any and draw a card. Hardy mail. Armor to keep. Walk. Okay, so I'm assuming I've got to walk. Looks like I'm going to get to move 2 spaces. Move 2, yep. So I'll play that. So I'm going to walk him somewhere. We'll kind of go sweep to the left. All right, so he moved his troops up. When you hover over a card, the board shows all the squares that you can reach with that card, right? Which I did. So he could actually attack. He could do a shield block or hardy mail. And then, of course, I could play with my other characters. I've got heal, run, inspire. I can make somebody draw a card, which is kind of cool. Sorcerer's Bolt. Arcing Spark. Looks like the mage's stuff can reach from where she is, but the cleric is not going to be able to reach. So we'll go ahead and chop this lizard man. Choose up to 2 different targets for this attack. Okay, well... Okay, got him down to 3. Blocks in your hand defend you automatically if you roll high enough. Okay, so it looks like he's counterattacking me, and I'll be blocking that. Borgo blocked with a shield attack. If you run out of cards to play, you can pass. After you pass, you can end the round to draw new cards. Okay, looks like I can still do some more stuff. Obliterating Chop. I definitely can't move anywhere. But we'll go ahead and play that, finish this guy off. Obliterates him. Looks like I earned a star. I don't know what that means. I get a new card. Choose up to 3 different targets for this attack. To look at a card I played, I open the battle log at the top left and click the card's hyperlinked name. Oh, it looks like he might have cast that on me with his shadowy person. Battle log on the top left. Oh, okay. So I click on that. Looks like Zoo 10 unleashes arc lightning, which, yeah, that's the shadow guy here. And when he did that, I can click on that. Looks like, yeah, each target suffered some damage. Okay. So I'm a little wounded, but it's my turn now. We'll have him also cast an Arcing Spark. Okay. Zoo 10 is going to teleport. Hover over card numbers and icons to find out what they mean. Okay. So it looks like I can hit him with my fireball. So we'll go ahead and do that. Oh, but that's going to hit a couple. Oof. I can hit this guy, though. Well, it looks like this might hit all three of these guys if I'm looking at this right. So it's going to attack for range 6. Okay. But I wonder, it's not telling me why I can. Okay, I do just get to hit one target. So we'll hit the bones with that. 4 damage. Armor in your hand reduces damage. Okay, so that reduced the damage that I'm taking. So he's not doing too bad as far as hit points. So it's my turn. I'm going to go ahead and finish out with the wizard here. Get this fireball going. And they're burning, which is kind of nice. I think that means burning 2, duration 1. Which means at the start of each round, they're going to take 2 points of damage. So these two guys are dead. Dead men walking. I will have her dash to move 4 spaces. Go up the left side. And the lizardmen are coming up too, which is great because that lets me get a little closer. Man. Oof. Casting a lightning bolt. So I think I'll heal her. Back up to normal. He's taking a little damage himself. I think we'll hit this guy here. He seems to be doing a lot of spell casting, so we'll add 3 to block rolls against this attack. Ooh, nice. Okay, they're kind of surrounding me. I'll inspire the mage here. Swarming attack. Man, my guy's getting hurt here. I can teleport another. We'll go ahead and teleport this guy. Get him a little way away. Gary's passing, and then I obviously am going to pass. Oh. Okay, there's nothing I can do with armor except hold it. Starting a new round. Alright, these guys are dead. So now, if I can quickly take care of these lizard men. definitely want the... Okay, Borgo blocked. Man. Alright, so Borgo's gonna attack. A little bit of damage left there. Force Bolt. Shoves him back. Gary's passing. Sorcerer's Bolt. Oh, apparently. Okay. Well, we'll do a strong bash. Nah, that guy's gone now. Alright. Not... Let's see. I could run up and try to hit this guy. Gary seems to keep passing. I really don't want my cleric to get killed, so I'm going to go ahead and end the round. Alright, so he's moved up. I'm going to try to get my big guy in the way here. Chop and block. Chop and block. So I just took a little bit of damage. Now I can reciprocate. Looks like the strong hack's going to do way more damage. Yep. Finished him off. Victory. That bones of Zune 10 return to dust and the treasure is yours. Open the chest to claim your treasure. Legendary weapon. Okay, so I guess weapons come with certain card stacks. Those get added to your card stack. That's kind of cool. Looks like he'd be the best one to take it. Level 12 rare weapon, level 13. Now, that's definitely better. By equipping the Gold Leaf Blade, Borgo put some great new cards in his deck. Oh no, as you lift your prize in celebration, a terrible rumbling shakes the temple. The stones themselves seem to crowd in terror as a caustic reek fills the air. Greenfang is here. Beware Greenfang's acidic breath and use your new cards to avoid his armor cards. Hmm. We definitely want to get him up there then. So this will let me charge. Mighty Claw. Whew, took a lot of damage there. Okay, so I've got a penetrating. All right. So it looks like I get retaliated against every time I take a hit. I do think I can cast Power Spark, which does a lot more damage. But he's got Resistant Hide. Ow. Okay, so we'll try Penetrating Bolt. All right, that did a little bit of damage. Oof, cast some acid at me. Each square can only have one terrain attachment at a time. Okay, so we'll just get out of there. Oof, more acid. So I'm going to teleport this guy. I don't want to stand in the acid, but... All right. So I clean this asset up. I am going to inspire Borgo because he's got better attack cards apparently. And then I'm going to heal. Oh, I can't heal anybody but him. That's good. He's definitely taking a lot of damage. Okay. Attack skill. Draw a card, discard that card unless it's an attack card. Repeat until you've drawn 2 attack cards or 6 cards. Okay. All right. So I got two. I've got 2 attack cards. So we'll try the strong hack. Damn. Resistant hide, so it didn't take a lot of damage. But now we've got perforating strike, a little bit more damage. So I don't need to run. I think I'll just end the round. Hopefully I'll get some more heals, and I need to move her out of the acid. Oof. Okay, just a little bit of damage, not too bad. Team shift. Other allies move 1. Okay, we'll play that. We'll just stay there. Ugh, more acid. Boiling armor. Target character discards all armor cards. Let's see if we can... Ah. Okay. So now that I've gotten rid of his armor, hopefully I can hit him with a little bit more damage. Whew, my guys get hurt, though. Well, that was an easy hit. All right. With a terrible roar, Green Fang crashes onto the temple floor. The Viridian Dragon's long reign of terror is ended. That was great. Gary, what are you doing? You kids can't play Green Fang's challenge with my party. If you want to play with my card hunter set, you have to start at level 1. Sorry, Melvin. My brother says we have to start again with some new characters. Our tale begins in Cardhuntria, the musty, dusty Orc's Head Tavern. An old man staggers through the door, blood streaming from his side. Help! Monsters are attacking the village. Who will save us? Click a tab to choose a dwarven, human, or elven warrior, then recruit one. Okay. Let's do the dwarf. So it looks like there's some free characters. I'd imagine later on there's probably going to be some purchasable characters. We'll recruit the dwarf. We can name him. I mean, Gimli. What else would we name him? Gimli hears the call to adventure, strides over from the bar, and pledges to help the old man. It's time for your first adventure. Click exit to return to the map. Raid on Omelet. Level 1 adventure. Definitely some old Dungeon Dragon style text here. Kobolds are raiding the peaceful village of Omelet, slaughtering the villagers and plundering their meager possessions. Will a brave adventurer step up to send these vicious bandits packing? The peasants will surely reward anyone valiant enough to aid them in stopping the raid on Omelet. All right, we will begin. The streets of Omelet. The village of Omelet's peaceful existence is torn asunder by the din of battle. A kobold raiding party has descended from the hills and set about ruthlessly sacking the small community. Drawing your sword, you rush to repel the invaders. I guess starting properly will at least give me a chance to explain a few more rules for you. Hooey, these kobold raiders are in a group that shares a single deck. Okay. So a group of cards, one deck. Okay, so I get to play first. Looks like they can run. That must be what they're going to play next, I'm guessing. They can run up to that many spaces. Hmm. Well, I want them to walk up to me, so I'm gonna see if this works. When a group plays a move card, they can all move at once. Okay, so they each get to move whatever the card says. Okay, so now I can do a weak strike for 2 damage. Test your enemy's defenses before you commit, or I can do a simple strike. Yeah, these attack cards are definitely a lot weaker. This one does 3 damage, so I might as well do that one. Yeah. And then he strikes me back, it looks like. That must be what's in his hand. He can do a retaliate strike. He's going to be doing 2 damage to me. Okay. Monsters in a group turn gray after they have attacked and can't attack again until the next round. Okay, so they do get an attack. They can either be a counter attack to my attack, or they can do their own attack. Or maybe they just take their turn after I take a turn. So I've got a weak strike. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite do the damage I wanted to do. The question is, do I want to stay? He could attack me again because he's not great yet. So I think maybe I'll walk backward. Okay, Gary's passing. So I will pass. I have no cards left. At the start of each round, you always draw 1 bonus move card. Okay, so I get a move card. Because you chose a dwarf, you just get a slow walk card as your default move. Okay. Then you draw 2 more cards from your deck. Okay, so he moved up to me. Now I can bludgeon, which sucks because my reliable hide armor gives me an armor. So when you would take damage, you prevent 1 of the damage. And keep means you return this card to your hand or reattach it after it triggers. Okay, so that's interesting. So you keep armor cards in your hand when you're taking damage, and this one just blocks 1 hit. So the question is, do I want to bludgeon the guy and not waste any of the damage, but then I'll have 2 attacks coming at me. I think it might be smarter for me to finish the one guy. Okay, so I got a star. I'm assuming the stars mean leveling up. So I did block 1 damage from his weak strike, so I only took 1. I mean, there's not really anywhere for me to walk that I can avoid his attack. So I think I'm going to pass. Okay. And he's only drawing 1 extra card, too. Okay, so I can do a bludgeon. Weak strike gets blocked by 1, so I'm not taking too much damage. All right. And I probably leveled up. I think that's what the stars mean. Aftermath. The village is saved and the remaining kobold raiders scamper off into the fields. The grateful villagers reward you handsomely. The task now remains to track these miscreants back to their lair and put a stop to the attacks. Okay. So I guess I didn't completely level up, but the stars give me something. Gimli found some loot. Open the treasure chest to claim your prizes. Ooh, take all and finish. Barrel, level 1 common treasure. Rare treasure. Take them all. That's interesting. What does that mean? Amber shards. They should be worth several gold pieces. Click the take all and finish button to move on. Head to the armory to exchange your loot for something useful. Okay, so I can buy a woodsman axe for 5. Do I have any gold? I don't see that I do. It's definitely better than what I have, I think. Bludgeon and simple strikes. Okay, so I can sell for 40 gold. Pickled herring I can sell for 2 gold. The cards in your deck come from the items you have equipped. Because you don't have a weapon in this slot, your deck only has these weak cards in it. Okay, so let's get a woodsman axe. And that will let us. Wowzers, equipping the axe replace those weak cards with these powerful new cards. Mouse over slots or items to see what cards they give you. And you can right click or press spacebar to see the cards close up. Okay, so definitely have some better cards. It's time to get back on the trail of those kobolds. Gimli searches the fields for tracks and finds a trail leading into the wilderness. Let's get started on the next module, the kobold encampment. Regular adventure. Complete this for experience and bonus loot. Following the trail of footsteps and dropped plunder, you find the kobold raiders. Camped in the woods a league from Omelette. Now is the time when they are squabbling over the loot to strike back. Destroy the kobold encampment and safeguard the village. Alright. You pursue the kobolds into the treacherous hills surrounding Omelette. Before long, a musty stench alerts you to the presence of the remaining kobolds. It seems they are gathering their ill-gotten possessions and making preparations to flee. It is up to you to stop them from warning the main camp. Yeah, it is kind of cool that it is fast-moving. I guess I thought there would be a little bit more dungeon delving. I didn't realize it would just be like these little skirmishes. This time you're outnumbered 3 to 1. Not to worry, I have a few hints that'll help you out. Enemies have to halt when they move next to you, so move to the yellow square to stop them from surrounding you. These shield carrying kobolds have block cards. Use your weakest attacks first to draw them out. Oh, okay. So the weak strikes draw out the defensive cards, and then they can't use them again. Okay, so I gotta pick my target. Okay. So now I should be able to use my bigger cards. Oh, that also blocked. Okay, so there he didn't get to use. So it must block twice. I'll have to take a look at that card the next time it comes out. Well, let's see. I can go to battle log. Targets on a roll of 3 or more blocks an attack. Okay, so it completely blocks triggers on a roll of 3 or more. Okay, so there is some dice rolling going on here. He must have had 2 of those cards, I guess. Okay, so I have no more cards left, so I'm going to end in the round. When you see new cards, remember to right-click on them and see what special abilities they have. Choose up to 2 targets for this attack. Okay, so it might be good for me to move to where I can hit 2 people. But I don't think my walk is going to let me move far enough to hit 2 people. So if we do a simple strike, okay. Okay, so now I can use my chop because they're both surrounding me. Cool. All right, so I definitely have. So he has a walk. He has no cards left. So I'll just end the round. Let's see. I mean, he only has 1 hit point left. Might as well finish him. Maybe the stars are just how many enemies there are or something. I don't know. Having dispatched the raiding party, you overturn their camp and liberate the items they had. Searching the area reveals a cave mouth and a crude earthen tunnel leading into the darkness under the hills. Is this where the kobolds have come from? Only further adventures will tell. Leveled up! So it looks like I got more health. Gimli leveled up, has more health, and he also unlocked a shield slot. Shields give you blocks and other defensive cards. Sweet. Oh, so it just automatically gives me blocks. But I have to roll a 6 or more. Whew. Open chest. Okay, it's got a rare item. The Kobold Killer. That should come in handy. Definitely better than my blunt sword. So we'll take all. I'll equip that. And we'll finish. You really should head to the armory to get yourself a shield. I hear there are new heroes waiting at the tavern, too. The Halloween store? Let's check it out. So here's where the free-to-play thing comes in. You got a lot of Halloween special weapons. But they're very expensive. Where is my gold, by the way? Oh, up here, 37. I definitely don't have enough. So we'll exit. We'll go to the regular old armory. Looks like we've got a rusty shield for 5. So we'll get that. Now it looks like all of my crappy block cards turn to better block cards, so I can block on a 3 or more. And then we'll go ahead and sell. You can't sell usable items now, only treasure. Later in the campaign, you'll be able to sell usable items. Okay. So I'll just keep this in my inventory, I guess. There's some new heroes waiting at the tavern. Recruit one of those crafty wizards for your party. Ooh, human wizard, elf wizard. So they can dash, run, or walk. That seems to be the only difference in them. Just a little bit of a movement difference. I do think I want a human wizard. We'll get Grandolph. Let's do Gabdolph, because I used to use that as a username. Gabdolph joins your party. Wizards are long-range attackers and can develop powerful magic, but they're fragile fighters. Let's pursue the kobolds. Return to the map and follow the tunnels into darkness if you dare. Oof. Okay, those are ones I already... Oh, okay, so I can do adventures a second time, but they exhaust, and I have to wait to do them. So there's probably some grindiness built into this. Looks like the map is gigantic. Grindiness isn't bad, especially if you're playing a little game just to play, kill some time, get some XP, some gold. In the hillside, a crude tunnel being fired. Sword to the raiders themselves as you ventured into the tunnels of darkness. You light your torch and head into the kobold's tunnel. The passageway leads down and runs straight for many miles before reaching a 3-way intersection. While you ponder which way to go, a crude horn sounds and a mighty kobold hero emerges to confront you. Uh-oh, looks like the kobolds are ready for you. Ambush. Your wizard has long-range attacks but needs line of sight to the target. Don't worry, I'll explain. Line of sight means you have an unblocked line from the center of your square to the target. Your wizard has sight from here to here as the line doesn't cross any blocking squares, okay? But not from here to here as one blocking square is crossed by the line, okay? All right, looks like I have a guy here, so I can definitely zap him. Oh, I guess I can't. Interesting. Okay, spark though. He blocks. So the die that was rolled lets him block if he rolls high enough. The Cobalt Hero has a lot of blocks. It can't block if you attack from behind, though. These squares are in front of the flashing. Okay. Squares are behind it. If you get the one hero on either side of the Cobalt, you can keep attacking from behind. Okay, so I can't zap this close, but I can definitely get closer so that I can zap. And I only need to be at a range of 2. So he attacked on his turn. I will do a little zap. He's continuing to attack my guy. Gary passed. So I don't think I have to worry about any more of his attacks, but I'll go ahead and... Yeah. I should have done a big attack since his back was to me, but... Oof. Okay, so he did get to block. See, what I should have done if I was smart is I should have alternated attacks back and forth, because that would have meant that his back would have been to me each time. Whereas now he's getting... At least he got to play one time one of those block cards. So some cool tactics. That was all right, I guess. I doubt you'll get much further, though. The scheme isn't dumbed down for the masses. The tunnel finally emerges high above the floor of the White Skull Canyon, so this is where the Cobalt lair is. You will return with allies to finally stamp out these monsters and liberate the treasure they have stolen from the surrounding villages. Open chest. Ooh, got a better shield. And a wand and a golem cleaver. Okay. Okay. All right, so we'll equip a better shield. Looks like we've got an unbelievable block on a roll of... Oh, unreliable block. This doesn't seem quite as good as this one. Huh. Rusty shield level 2, battered shield level 2. It seems like these are kind of similar. Yeah. All right, well, we'll take everything. And maybe he can put this golden cleaver on. It's definitely better than the Cobalt Killer. So now I've got 2. Well, I've only got one level 1 weapon. All right, so we'll put this wand on, which is... Add some great spells, looks like. All right. Check the armory for new stuff before we wrap up this module. If you're searching for a particular type of item, just click that slot on your character sheet. Okay. Definitely some shields I can't afford. The question is, what are pizza slices used for? Contains everything you need to fully enjoy Card Hunter, lucrative adventures, extra loot. Okay. So this is where you can buy things. So there's different elements. So you can definitely play for free. There's a lot of... Looks like there's a lot of modules for sure to play. There's kind of incremental buys. Attack of the Artifacts. Citadel Bundle. AI bundle. Pizza slices. What are pizza slices? Pizza slices are not just a delicious staple of tabletop gaming, you can spin them to buy extra stuff while you play Card Hunter. Item chest, Card Hunter club membership, treasure hunter adventures. Okay. So there's a kind of a continual purchase as well, it looks like. So the question is, what do I spend my well-earned gold on? I think I really want to spend some money on my wizard staff. All right. While battling under the ground itself, you have emerged into the desolate White Skull Canyon. It is here the kobolds have gathered under the leadership of their sinister high priest, put them to the sword, and end their depredations once and for all. Returning to White Skull Canyon, you follow the winding dry riverbed to come to a high wooden wall. Suddenly, the gates are thrown open. Kobold warriors rush forward, egged on by their high priest, Big. All right. Looks like I can't do too much in the way of casting right now. Huh. Well, I definitely want to let them move. um, so I'll kind of move a little in the way. But of course, they're not doing anything. So it looks like I'll run over here, probably get hit. All right, he inspired, which gave him another card draw. Man, I still can't hit anything. I guess I wonder if I can pass. I have to pass. So hopefully that doesn't mean anything. All right, he's healing. Looks like that will let him. Cards with the duration attached to their target hang around for that many rounds. At the end of each round, an attached card might do something, in this case healing. Okay, so I don't want to attack him. Yeah, heal 3 at the start of each round. Okay, so finally he's moving. Took him forever. Big Zap does 5 damage. Sorcerer's Bolt. Chop is going to hit. Yeah, so we want to do the 2 targets. But they might have some block cards, so I'm going to do a weaker version first. Yeah. All right. And then now I should be able to do a little more damage. Whew, a lot more damage. Okay, Big Zap, Sorcerer Bolt. Can't attack with anything. So I have to pass. Ah. Okay, so I guess you keep going back and forth till you both end the round. If you have more than 2 cards at the end of the round, you have to discard down to 2. So we'll get to keep the range attacks. Okay, we definitely need to move up. Whew, he's blasting me all the way up. Can't hit him with anything. really close to hit him with a little bit of these, so I'm going to move up. Ooh, now he's really close. Damn, but I can't hit him. Telekinesis. Oh, he gets to slide Gimli. That's cool. All right, so I can finally attack. We'll try a lesser attack. All right. Well, guess that was pretty easy. Victorious, you search the bodies. While your back is turned, Igabig's feigned death enchantment dissipates, and the shifty little kobold priest slips away deeper into the lair after him. All right, open chest. Ooh. All right, boots. So that looks like it's going to give me some good movement. So we'll put that on. Oh, I had boots already. Okay, I guess everybody has common boots, and we got 11 level 1 common sword. Yeah, none of those simple strikes kind of suck. So I definitely like this game in terms of how the cards are determined by weapons. That's a really cool idea. Um, and the weapons, of course, can be upgraded, which gives you better cards. But you always have a little bit of weak cards for the lower level items. And then, of course, there's additional pieces of equipment like boots, which will increase my armor, plus give me some running ability. Pursuing the kobold priest, you corner him in his stinking hut. Now it's time for the final showdown with these murderous bandits. This map has difficult terrain in it. You must stop moving when you enter difficult terrain. Difficult terrain doesn't block line of sight like blocked terrain does. You get an easier time if you kill the shaman before his minions can get past the difficult terrain. Makes sense? Alright, so I'm going to run to get to him. Oof. He's in an unholy frenzy. Add 2 damage to any melee attack for 2. Well, we're going to try to... The unholy frenzy causes 1 damage to its target, but then boosts their damage every time they attack. Okay, so we'll try to get him with the... So I got to try to stay away from him. Man, I can't believe he's just out of my reach for this other card. Poor Gimli can't move very far. Okay. That stinks that I can't do anything. Okay, now I can. Hopefully I can hit him with something. Nope. But my big zap. Wow. Nice. Okay, so I took care of him before he can do anything. I'm just going to pass. He's got to get rid of something. I'll get rid of the weak strike. All right. So now I'm going to try to get these guys before they can gang up on me. So Spark I can hit from here. Okay, that was a light attack, and he took his block card anyway, so... we definitely want him to... I should be able to attack diagonally, I would think. Okay, so he did do a weak strike. I'm going to go ahead and do a weak... Yeah, because I thought there might be another block card there. Okay, so now I can do my bigger attacks. Penetrating cut. Ignores armor. I should have played that, but that's okay. We'll get the stab going. don't know if I should move this close, but okay. I think we're going to be passing because there's nothing I can do. Okay. So now I got to take care of this guy. I definitely don't have any spells. Let's do a simple strike to get rid of the armor. He probably has. Ooh, he did not block with it, but he also did a lot of damage to me. Man. Okay, well, at least I have some attack capability. Ooh, all right. The mage is not doing too bad as far as fighting. So he passed, right? So I can move up and do another bash on this guy. Oof. Man, I didn't think he was going to get an attack, but I guess he did. Okay. It's not going to hit me, though. Okay, so he passed. I definitely need some movement on my dwarf, although it's stupid that um, I'm not letting the enemy come to me and letting Gimli tank the hits, because this is killing my wizard. All right. He blocked it. Okay. All right. I recover what treasure I can. The kobolds are overthrown and put to flight. The villagers can rest well tonight. You're now a fully fledged adventurer. All right. Wizard leveled up. Gained some new spaces. Wow, Shaman had some nice loot. Ooh, it's an arcane item I can equip. Get some cool new zaps. Oh, well, I guess we gotta take it. Oh, why can't I equip it? Oh, it's level 3. Topaz shards, amber shards, rusty shield. Level 2. Looks the same as the other one I have. You'll see how powerful priests can be. Head to the tavern. I'll let you recruit one for yourself. All right. It's cool that there's not really a huge difference between them. We'll get an elf priest. Your party's now full. You can recruit new characters if you like, but you have to swap them from the old ones. Okay. So 3-person in a party. Keep on the Hinterlands is your new home. Check it out. You can check out your collection here. Okay. So basically I have all my stuff here, hang out. Wow. Bunch of new adventurers. There are new adventures to tackle, and the daily deal stocks exotic and hard to obtain items. Okay, that's kind of cool. Really expensive item shop. Go back to the armory. Looks like it's got a little bit of stuff. Don't really have a lot of gold, but they do have some stuff. All right, well, that's kind of a cool look at this game. Looks like there's definitely a lot to do just in this one area, this one little area of this gigantic continent. There's a lot going on here. I did complete these adventures, but it looks like it's exhausted, so I wouldn't be able to replay them anytime soon. But there's some level 2 adventures, level 3 adventures, level 4. So I can challenge myself as much as I want. It looks like, but pretty cool game. I like the card aspect of it, um, and the loot aspect seems like it's giving you a pretty good run of loot throughout. Um, and ooh, it looks like there's a multiplayer or co-op. To play co-op, just invite a player's name in your friends list, co-op, and then invite. That's kind of cool. Multiplayer. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Close. How do I get out of here? Oh, all right. Oh, well, very cool. Not exactly board game adaptation, but definitely a really cool board game like inspired game. Definitely looks like an old school D&D miniatures gaming run. Um, but we are having a lot of fun. Definitely having a lot of fun playing this. I'm hoping because I'm getting to the point where I'm down to maybe just a couple more games I want to check out. So I'm really going to try to push hard to get the Gloomhaven next boss defeated, so I can check out some more um, of that with multi characters, full complement of 4 characters. It'll be really cool to check that out. I'm not sure. I haven't quite decided if I'm going to spoil the mercenary for myself. I'd like to reveal it through the campaign, or at least um, what would be nice is if I had unlocked this mercenary playing the physical campaign myself, but I haven't yet. So that's going to be interesting about whether or not I want to spoil and play a spoiled character, if that makes sense. But um, it'll be interesting. I'll have to think about that, whether or not I want to spoil it for myself that soon. But until then, I'll be back here next Saturday or next Tuesday, sorry, checking out some more board game adaptations. In addition, I am we're going to be playing on Saturday some more one-offs as we're deciding what our new campaign is going to be. We're playing a really cool game on Tabletop Simulator that I recently purchased. That'll be a really cool, sort of role-playing, story-driven game. It is a little competitive, but I think the overall experience is going to be a lot of fun, despite the competitiveness, the small bit of competitiveness of the game. We'll see how ruthless it gets. But we'll be checking that out this weekend. But otherwise, I'll be back here next Tuesday streaming some more games. So until then, everyone have a good night. See you later.